Hey everyone, and happy Sunday. Hope you guys have had an amazing weekend. I know, I guess we're going into week 3 now with everything we're dealing with, and I can tell you there's been some great wins here, and there's been some challenges, no doubt about it. But a couple things I was thinking about this week, and some of you know this about me, and some of you don't. But I grew up around the marine and the boating industry. And at one point in my life, I wanted to be an actual offshore performance boat designer, and even be in that industry from even a sales rep or even own a dealership at one point are some things that I had as a goal. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is throughout the marine industry is about throttling, right? Throttling up and throttling back. There's a few terms out there, throttle down, trim up. And part of that is when you're either on a race course or you're in highly traveled areas or you're in rough waters, water comes at people from the starboard side, the port side, the bow, and the aft, and sometimes all at the exact same time. And I was thinking about this week, that it feels like that's where we are right now. We've got clients coming at us, right? We've got our industry, giving suggestions at 8 o'clock, and by 3 o'clock, they've already made changes to it. Lending is identical, appraisals. I mean, oh my gosh, look at the title industry. I mean, they have probably made 10 years of technology changes within less than 4 weeks, which is amazing. Digital signature, mobile notary, direct deposit, mostly all electronic, and we're hearing that a lot of the lenders are going to go that way too. And honestly, it should have been that way years and years ago. So as we're in these waters, right, smooth seas never made a skilled sailor, right? And I think some of you have heard that quote. But as we're in these troubled times and these challenging times and these rough waters, one of the things that if you're in the performance boating or boating world, you want to throttle down. You want to get the boat up on plane, get it above the waves, above the rough water, because boats run on that surface plane. If you slow it down and you pull your throttle back, that's when boats sometimes get capsized. They go side to side, front to back. Water comes in, they're unstable. So sometimes in rough water, the faster you go, the better. It's also challenging because unlike a race course or for a vehicle, it's the same lap. Whether it's the left-hand turn or a right-hand turn, it's the same. The only thing you really got to watch is what's in front of you. Well, if you're on the water, every time you go on that course, if you're doing the lap, that water's coming at you again from the starboard, the port side, the bow, and the aft, all at the same time. So you have to be skilled in 4 different ways. And oh, by the way, what's right in front of you? So I think that's what we're dealing with right now is our clients are looking for clarity. Our clients are looking for certainty. And a lot of our clients are looking for answers. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of good information out there. I can tell you, listen, I'm very proud of all of you for how we're navigating this, how you're dealing with it, personally and professionally. I can tell you, looking across the total 7-county Denver area at realtors at multiple companies, I don't know that I can say that about everyone. There's really some poor behavior and bad taste that's happening. So I'm really proud of you and proud of Windermere and proud of some of the things that we're doing. So as we go into this week, this next week here, the first full week of April, I want you to think about throttling, right? And some things in your life, you're going to throttle up. An example of that might be marketing, right? There's a natural instinct to pull back on marketing, whether it's social, whether it's print, whether it's telephone, whether it's groups that you become part of or organizations. However, now is the time to go forward with that, right? Because as others are going to start throttling back, you want to be at the right place at the right time. Because as our country starts to heal, right, and then as our market starts to heal, you want to be ready to go right now. You don't want to be, ramping up when everybody else is already ahead of you, you see? So think about that this week as we go into the week about throttling. I'm definitely going to be putting the throttle down and trim up. I think it's the right way to go, and we're doing that with a lot of things, with some of our tools, some of our technology, some of our Zoom calls, and even some of our business planning. I know a lot of us have been on the phone. We have redone, some of you have completely redone your 2020 business plan and moving your transactions and moving that income maybe into Q3 and into Q4, which I think is really smart. So again, thank you for what you do. Thank you for being part of our group. Thank you for assisting each other. And listen, stay healthy, stay safe out there, and together we are going to get through this.